Amino Whey here. Cut to the tape.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy AD back with another video, and today I got a special one for you. It's 5 tips that you should take along with you in your fitness journey. Now this could be applied to anything that you're gonna do. So if you're doing career change, job change, you got promoted or something of that nature, a hobby that you're doing, something out of the air, you should take these 5 tips with you while you're working. So for me, if you're new here, my name is Adrian Rutherford. I'm a certified personal trainer, so I help clients just reach their goals, their fitness goals. So I work with athletes, I work with common folk who just want to just get better. I work with strength people, not just really athletes, but yeah, they're athletes too, strength athletes, people that just want to work on body composition and stuff like that. I work with it all, and personally, I've done this for myself. I lost over 135 pounds. I used to be 365 pounds. I got down to 214 at my lowest, and then I started to hover around 220, 225 is where I like to stay at. So I stayed at there up until about recently. I went into a bulk to 240 so I can hit a bench goal of 405. So I ended up hitting the bench goal at 405, and then now I'm in a cut. So I woke up this morning at 232. So you guys can see that I've lost 8 pounds so far in my cut, and I got some more weight to go to get down to 220. So I'm in the fire right now, lighting that fire underneath me. So I really wanted to talk about this along with my clients that I get the common question I get, the how to lose weight. So these are the 5 tips you should take with you along your weight loss journey or any journey that you're on right now. So number 1 is going to be create SMART goals. You need to have a mindset change. And that's how you do that, is having a mindset change is go from kind of wanting something to wanting something. You got to make that decision to go over into that to that realm, because if you don't make that decision to go over into that realm, then you're not going to get over there into there. Because a lot of people, they like the idea of their goals, but they don't actually want their goals. And the reason why I say that is because when you kind of want something, you like the idea of it, you might think about it a little bit here and there, but you don't actually take the time to actually go research what you need to research to get there, learn what you need to learn, ask the questions that you need to ask. Now a lot of people's like, well, I don't know what questions to ask. Well, find somebody that's in the field that you want, and then go try to ask them what they need, what you need to get started, and then go into that realm. So how you get started in that mindset change is you start creating the SMART goals that I just mentioned. SMART goals, you're not just regular goals, they're SMART goals. The reason why they're SMART goals is because they actually get you to where you're at, because they are specific. They are measurable, they are attainable, they are realistic, and they are time-based. So for this example, we're going to use 50 pounds. I want to lose 50 pounds. That's what you need to do. I don't want to lose weight. I want to lose 50 pounds. The reason why I want to lose 50 pounds, the reason why, that's specific right there. I have a specific number I'm trying to hit. There's not a blanket statement of losing weight. No, it's specific, 50 pounds. Is it measurable? Yes, you can tell by I am stepping on the scale every time and I'm seeing, did I lose this 50 pounds? Yes or no. Is it attainable? Yes, losing 50 pounds, is it attainable? Is it realistic? Yes, you need to have the realistic goal of doing that. And is it time-based? And that's the biggest kicker right there. That can change your attainable and realistic to not attainable or realistic. So if we go back to that 50-pound goal example right there, if I say I wanted to lose 50 pounds in 2 months, is that attainable and realistic? No, it's not. So you need to say, I need to lose 50 pounds in a year. Yes, that is attainable, that is realistic, and that's a time-based, and that's what you do right there. So that is what you need to have. Is it specific? Is it measurable? Is it attainable? Is it realistic and time-based? If you put time under there, that's going to light the fire underneath you. What a lot of people don't do is, especially with their own goals, which is wild to me that they don't do that, because you guys grew up with the time base. Like when you're in school, you're in high school, you're in college, grade school, whatever the case may be, this homework assignment is due tomorrow. That is time based. Tomorrow comes, you got to have that homework ready. Or this project is due by the end of the week. By the end of the week, it's doing that. Like you need to turn that in. When you're at your job right now, oh, I have this assignment that's going to be due on Friday and it's Wednesday night. So you have that time base, but then when it comes to your goal, you don't put a timetable on that. You don't light that fire underneath you to get it done. See, that's the mindset change that you need to have right there, is treat your goals just like you would treat anything else. Be accountable to yourself just as you would to anything else. And that's what you need to do, is have that mindset change. I'm going to go do this and I'm going to get it done no matter what I need to do, no matter who I need to sit in the room with, no matter how long I need to stay up and get there. Is you got to do that. So that's what it is. You're going to have that mindset change and lighten that fire underneath you and making sure that what you're trying to achieve is realistic. So you don't want to say, look, If your goal is to get money, get in a better financial situation, you can't be like, look, I need $100,000 by tomorrow. That's not gonna be like, what does that do for me? Right there, that's not attainable. Like, honestly, yes, that does something for me, but is it realistic? Is it attainable? And like, realistically, it's not unless something happens. So you need to say, I need to have this action plan, this action plan, this action plan to go get that $100,000. So I need to go figure out that way, or to go lose this weight, I need to have this action plan, that action plan, that action plan to go get there. So that's number one, is just making the smart goals, making sure that you can get to where you need to get to. And then after that, number two is going to be action. So we've done all the planning. We said who we need to sit by. We know what we need to research, to learn, and stuff like that. Now we got to take action. We don't want to take all that time and having that mindset change. I'm going to do what I need to do when I need to do it to get there. Now you need to start taking that action. Now that I've taken all the steps of planning, I'm going to say, so, okay, look, I'm about to start doing this, this, and the third. Once you start taking that action, that is when you're really going to start seeing some stuff going on, and you're going to like it. And then number three is going to be patient, be patient, be patient, because patience is key, whatever you're going, especially in your fitness journey. It's not always going to be linear. Your journeys are not linear at all. They're going to have their peaks and their troughs and stuff like that. And you need to learn what they are. You need to learn to be patient and not try to rush things. Everything has its timing, but you still need to have that mindset change. I'm going to get there no matter what. And then you need to take that action to say, like, okay, and this is how I'm getting there no matter what. And then you got to be patient with what's going on. So for example, for me, in my weight loss journey, when I first started losing weight, I actually put on 2 pounds. Got in the gym, started eating better to my knowledge, everything. And I put on 2 pounds in a month. I was like, what the hell? Like, I'm still putting on weight and I'm doing everything that I need to do. Whoa. Go back to the drawing board. Be patient. So this thing is not always linear. Trust the process. So then I ended up doing that. The next month I ended up losing 3 pounds. So that was so then I ended up losing 3 pounds. So that's a 5-pound shift from the beginning of starting, but that's also just 3 pounds down. So now I'm 1 pound down from doing all this. I did everything I need to do. Now I'm 1 pound down in the next second month. And I'm like, wow, like, I'm doing all this work. I'm changing what I'm eating. I stopped eating all the sweets to the degree that I was eating all the sweets. I'm working out 5 to 6 times a week. Like, yo, only lost 1 pound. Be patient. It's not always linear. You're gonna need to have that's those slow moments, those low moments when you need to kind of reevaluate and just be tough, rough and tough, and say, look, I'm going to stick this out because I want to see this. I don't kind of want this goal. I really want this goal. So that's where that mindset change happens, because it's easy to get that discouraged right there. I did all this work for a month and I only lost 1 pound. I did all this work for this month and I only gained something. I put all this work in for the year and this is all that happens. I have nothing to show for it. Be patient. This thing is, overall, you just need to be patient with what's going on and trust what you're doing is going to prevail soon enough. So that's what you need to do, is be patient. So I ended up, like I said, losing that 1 pound in a month. But then after that, it was 5 pounds, 10 pounds a month, 10 pounds a month, 12 pounds a month, and stuff like that. And that's what it is, because I was being patient with myself, trusting the process. Also, too, not being afraid to reevaluate what I'm doing as well. Don't hit the panic button, but just reevaluate. Try to tweak this. Oh, I was doing this. Okay, let me tweak this up out of here and see what's going on. You just play with the buttons around that you got. That's what the specific goals are for. And you start tweaking those around. Then look, bam, this is what's working. All right, bet, I'm on that. But even if you say, bet, I'm on that, and it works for a little bit and it changes up, now you just go back to the drawing board where you say, okay, I'm going to tweak this a little bit. And now, bam, now I'm going back up again. So it's just like that. Be patient with what's going on. So that 3. Number 4 is physically write down what you're doing. So now that goes back to the SMART goals of just physically writing down. So I'm gonna go back to the weight loss thing for me. I physically track what I eat every single day. So I've been on my fitness journey for about 3 years now. I still physically track everything that I need to eat throughout the day. Although I've been doing it so long, I see the math. I know the calories that I'm gonna intake on this certain meal before I even eat it. Now, I know what protein it gives me. I know what carbs it gives me. I know what fats it gives me before I even write it down. But I still write it down because I need to physically see. I don't want to get comfortable with this. I want to physically see where I'm going, because when you physically start tracking whatever is going on, you can start seeing where the slip up is, especially in your diet. So if you're tracking whatever you're doing and then you say, look, I gained weight, or I've been stagnant, or something's not going, the weight in the weight room's not moving like it once was, and stuff like that. When you start physically tracking what you're doing, that's when you can start looking and diagnosing the issue. If you're just doing everything off the whim, there's nothing to really evaluate because you don't really know. When you're trying to physically go off the top of your head, it's because your brain only remembers so much. You need to physically write down what you're doing. So when I physically write down, and I tell my clients to physically write down in MyFitnessPal, and they come back to me in a month and say, look, I haven't lost any weight and I came to you to lose weight. So I'm gonna say, all right, let me see your MyFitnessPal. And you know what I get? So a lot of the time, I haven't been really tracking it. So then what can I do with that information now? I can say, what have you been eating? And if you tell me what you've been eating, you can only tell me what you've been eating, but realistically, you don't know what you had. I lose what I ate 3 days ago. So I know you don't know what you've eaten all last week. The reason why, or all the 3 weeks that we've been working together. So it's physically writing down what you eat and stuff like that for the diet portion, and then anything else, writing down what you did. Like, okay, so I had this goal, and this week's I took, so I had these action plans and stuff like that, and I did everything. Now I can say I did this throughout the week. So like, you need to start journaling at the end of it. At the end of the day, is I did this throughout the week. Every single day I woke up, I read this article, I did what I need to do here, I talked to this person. So then you kind of can gauge where you're going and see where you're messing up. And that is how you can do that. So physically track what you're eating or what you're doing, just anything of that nature. So I'm kind of bouncing back and forth between career and diet and stuff like that, but that's what you need to do. So right now is be planning, change that mind. Then you're going to take some action behind it, be patient, physically track what's going on, and the next thing you're going to do is just learn to be in the present moment. So this goes back to, so when we do all that stuff and being able to go back to the drawing board and stuff like that, we need to have a short-term memory though. Because even when we win and when we lose, have a short-term memory, because you want to be present in the moment. That's the worst thing you could do, is not be present in the moment and stuff like that. Because if you start dwelling on the past and the past hasn't been what you want to do, what you wanted it to be, then you're going to start creating depression for yourself. You're like, this is what my life is, and then you just kind of be depressed at that point. Or if you start dwelling on the future, you start being anxious. You're like, oh, I can't wait, I gotta get there, I gotta get there. And you do that, then that's going to ruin what you got going on. So you need to be present in the moment every single day. When you're present in the moment, you got to win the day. When you're present in the moment, that is what's going to help you. Presence in the moment is because you're like, look, what do I need to do today to get me better for tomorrow? Not focusing on tomorrow. What am I going to do today in this present moment to get a better tomorrow? We're not going to care what the stuff that happened in the past. The past is the past. What am I going to do today in this present moment to get me a better future? And that's how you have to do that. And you do that for so long. You win the day every single day for so long. Next you know, you look up, you're at your goal. You in the present moment. You celebrated. You at your stuff. Next you know, you have another goal. You're like, oh, snap, I'm in this goal. And now I passed that goal. Oh, snap, I'm in another goal now. I'm in the present moment. And you just keep doing that. Next thing you know, you look up. You 3 goals ahead of your initial goal that you already set. When you were winning the day every single day, you won it, you celebrated, you had another goal, you achieved that goal. Now you're in the middle of another goal, and you look up, you're like, bro, it's been 3 years. Like, oh snap! I remember I was here when I first planned it, didn't know what to do, didn't know how I was gonna get it done. I was patient, I was grinding, I tried stuff, it worked, I celebrated, I got there, created another goal. Next you know, you look up and now you're at the peak, like you're up here. And it's because all you did was in the present moment. You didn't let your past dictate your future, but you also didn't let your future ruin the moment that you have now. So that's what you're gonna do, is just be present in the moment. When you do that, like for example, for the diet stuff, I had this double cheeseburger and I went out to here and I wasn't supposed to eat all that yesterday. Okay, yes, granted, you know where you messed up now. Now, what can I do today to fix that tomorrow? So that's what you're going to do. What am I going to do today? I had everything that I had yesterday that threw me off my diet. What am I going to do today that's going to get me a better tomorrow? And that's what you need to do, is just be physically present in the moment, same doing all that. And when you're in the moment, that really clears your mind, because you're not dwelling on anything but the moment. You're always present. You're always here, ready to go, ready to learn, ready to do what you need to do to get to where you need to get to. And that is just the 5 tips that you need to take with you along a fitness journey or any career. Is you need to plan, There's nothing, if you don't plan, you don't have that mindset change, that mindset that I'm gonna go do this, it's pointless. Then after you have that mindset change, you gotta have that action. Take that action, you're good. Then be patient. You gotta learn the fitness journey or this journey in life and stuff like that. Not linear. You gotta be patient. Learn to tweak what you need to tweak, but also just be patient. Understand your time is gonna come sooner than later. You keep grinding out there. You have to win. Like it's just like no option. You have to win. Now, granted, we can push things and want it sooner than later. But if you keep grinding, you keep planning, you keep grinding, you keep just doing everything, keep believing in yourself, it's gonna happen. Like it's just going to. It's just life. It's going to happen. So just be patient in there. Physically write down, physically track your stuff, where you're going, what you need to do to get there, and everything like that. And then the last part is just winning the day, winning the day, winning the day. Be present in the moment, and you're gonna be good. So anyway, that's all I got for you today. Before we leave, you know what I'm gonna have to ask you to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notifications where it shares with your people. I'm trying to grow JD Fitness family. The only way we can do this is by more eyes seeing the video. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys next week. Peace.